Hi everyone, good afternoon. It's Carolyn from True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings, and I'm here with some updates in the search for Brian Laundrie and justice for Gabby Petito. Yesterday, I think most of us know that a backpack belonging to Brian Laundrie was found by the FBI. Another bag, which was a wet bag, was found by Chris Laundrie, Brian's father, on opposite sides of a trail very near where the Mustang that had that abandoned vehicle notice on it was parked back in September. And then we've heard about human remains being found, but didn't know exactly what was going on. Well, it's been confirmed to NewsNation, Brian Entin, that those remains that were found yesterday were skeletal. They were bones. There was a very uninformative press conference, which we'll go over, and we're going to talk about, what updates we have to this point. If you're brand new to our channel, I welcome you. I urge you to click on the subscribe button in the corner of the video and join us so that you can be updated on cases that we cover, and we have a plethora of other content on our channel, which is a true lifestyle channel with a true crime emphasis. So let's get started. The remains found in the Florida Reserve during the search for Brian Laundrie were skeletal. Law enforcement confirmed that to NewsNation, and Brian Entin tweeted that out there. They are bones, he said. The remains will likely not be identified today, and that is again confirmed to NewsNation's Brian Entin from the medical examiner. Stephen Bertolino, the attorney for the Laundries, said yesterday that there is strong possibility human remains found at the park belong to Brian Laundrie. Personal items, including a backpack with a notebook, believed to belong to Brian Laundrie, were found. And we saw video of that yesterday. If you missed our live last night, we show you where Chris Laundrie walks off the trail. Roberta stays on the trail. Chris Laundrie walks off the trail, picking up his legs very much as he's walking through there. And afterwards, you see the bottom of his pant legs are saturated and wet, and they come with this wet bag. No idea why they would not alert the authorities they were with, and why they just picked it up if it could be potential evidence. A lot of this seems frankly unbelievable, and a lot of us are struggling to make sense of this, The items and remains were found in a swampy area, and it was said it was an area that was underwater until recently, home to alligators, snakes, coyotes, and other wildlife. That was said by Michael McPherson, the chief of the Tampa FBI office. A medical examiner told NewsNation's Brian Entin Wednesday evening that it could be 1 or 2 days before they identify the remains. Knowing that the body's not going to be in what I would call a normal condition, decomposition, environmental effects, all of that has to have really damaged the remains. And that was said by Dr. Priya Banerjee on Morning in America. We are now thinking it might be Mr. Laundrie, but again, it is very, very speculative at this point. The remains, again, were discovered by the FBI, not Christopher and Roberta Laundrie. They found that wet bag. They were on opposite sides of the trail. The backpack and the remains on one side, the wet bag on the other side. And the Northport police Thursday told NewsNation in a statement that they were 100% confident that Chris and Roberta Laundrie did not bring anything with them to the reserve while searching for their son. What I can say is that the Northport Police Department met the family at the park yesterday. We did not want them out there without our view, so we followed them around. Together at some times and within a few hundred feet at others. We are 100% confident the family did not bring any items which were found yesterday with them. We've been saying odd from the beginning, so nothing new there. The family did not locate or see the remains. The remains and items had clearly been there for some time, and that was from the Northport Police. The Laundrie family attorney, Stephen Bertolino, told Brian Entin his clients called him Tuesday and said they wanted to search the reserve since it was open to the public again. Stephen said that he called police and told them that the Laundries would meet them at the reserve at 7 a.m. on Wednesday. He says police met them there. While searching, Bertolino said that Christopher Laundrie, Roberta Laundrie, and 2 officers spread out on either side of a trail that Brian Laundrie liked to hike. He said that Chris Laundrie found the bag containing some of his son's items, that was the wet bag, and the officers found the backpack on the other side of the trail, which was near the remains that were found, which we now know are skeletal bones. The Carlton Reserve connects to the 160-acre Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park, which is a heavily wooded area near an interstate freeway. Now, if you remember this from the very beginning, this is the park where everything started, because that's where he parked. And this area, this trail, is not far from where he parked at all. The Northport police say the remains were about a 45-minute hike into the Carlton Reserve. Now, I just want to go through what there was a very, very uninformative press conference today. You can see it on Twitter, on Brian Entin's Twitter. There is very little information. The only thing that I really took out of it, it's just a few minutes, is that it's described as it's tragic, or, tragic is used a couple of times in this press conference. Makes it sound like, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and the FBI has a lot more information that, of course, we don't know yet, that make them fairly certain that this is Brian, even though the remains are skeletal. So we sit and wait now, and that's all we can do. But other than that, the press conference was mainly describing that the terrain was rugged, treacherous, with swampy areas, alligators, rattlesnakes, etc., etc. It sounded to me a little bit like CYA, explaining maybe why these weren't found in the weeks they've been searching, with almost $5 million worth of resources being deployed in there to search. But other than that, they really didn't talk about the identification so much, but that word tragic really makes me think that they know that this is the end of this search, and that it's going to end in a certain way. We'll see, right? And I just want to reiterate that yesterday, during the press conference, they did say the FBI has named Brian Laundrie as a person of interest in the murder of Gabby Petito. That was the verbiage used, and it's also in an article. I put links to that article in comments in last night's video. So that's about it for right now. I will be with you if there's any other significant updates, bring that to you, but that's what we know so far. Hope you guys are having a good day. Prayers for the Petito family, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.